Good afternoon, beautiful artisans. This is a perfect time for a coffee break, 4 o'clock in the afternoon after doing projects all day. I am so excited to share with you a few of my thoughts on these projects. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome. We work with all recycled fabrics, materials, and supplies, and it's our way to give the earth a little hug. And if you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. Some of you may have seen the video I put out this morning. Um, Finally, I had been searching this week for some information where I could donate such things as my handmade hats or blankets and things like this for the people in North Carolina. So I did that video and gave you some information on the Beloved Asheville. It's called Beloved Asheville. Um, and I give you the website and the telephone number and this and that. So, and the mailing address. So check that out. If you have any questions on that, let me know. Now, I'm really excited to share with you. Now, I have been working on my yo-yos today, but I have to tell you, in between, I've been coming up with different ideas, just trying to think of different little things that I want to make. Now, I looked up specifically mixing yo-yos with crochet, and I found absolutely nothing. So I tested it out and I want to share with you. Now, first of all, these are the yo-yos I have the cutout, the circles to be yo-yos I have not gotten to yet. So I'm going to put these to the side. These are the yo-yos. I'll put this down. These are the yo-yos. So it's all Christmas theme. So these are, this is the only one really that can be used either for Christmas or it could be used at Valentine's Day. You know, it can be used for any holiday where you really want that red. So this is totally Christmas. This has the Christmas trees. And this is Christmas also with the little holly. So I did like 8 of these. I got 8 of these done, which if I continue to focus on just these, I probably would have had 8 more done. But I've got some little ones done too. Now, the design that I like is the one that we used for Halloween. This one I love. I love the staggering, the overlapping of the smaller yo-yos and the larger yo-yos. I do like the back-to-back backing. I think it came out nice and neat. And so anyway, I'm showing you this because this design I totally love. Now, am I going to go with the backing? I'm not sure. I was kind of contemplating something different. So, and I guess it might even affect the design of the overlapping yo-yos. Maybe it will, or maybe it won't. But this is a couple of things I was thinking. One, I want a softer backing. So I could, use fleece. I could use fleece. And there are plenty of fleece fabrics often at the thrift shop. So that's one thing I was thinking. I definitely want a soft backing. This backing um is smooth and it's a lovely, and you can use it as definitely a small little blanket for the chair. You can put it over your chair for home decor. You could put it on the wall. There's a number of things you could do with this. You could put it on the table and that's because of the backing. So the backing is cotton. It's a woven, tightly woven cotton. So that's beautiful. Now, if I go with what I'm thinking, I just want to show you. I was thinking to do something with all these pieces. Now, I will share with you the complete thought process that occurred. So I'm going to put this down. So as I'm looking at these, I'm thinking this would be nice as a backing, right? I mean, look, if you put the larger piece on there, that's adorable. Then you just, on the other side, you would have your design still. But if I put the smaller pieces, I mean, seriously, look, let me just try the greens first. Okay, so the green looks cute. It looks cute, but I'm going to be honest with you. When I put the red, look, now that pops. That goes perfectly. So that's if I went with this idea, making the granny squares, putting these in the center. That's one idea. That gives me a soft backing. As long as I don't have whatever I have crocheted chock full of yo-yos. Okay, now I want to show you, I want to show you actually an idea too. Look, I put this little piece in the center while I was playing around with this. In the center of this granny square, I put a tiny little granny square. Look how cute that is. That's another idea. And if you sew through the edges here like this, you can actually make like a little flower in the center. So that's really cute. So it's a lot of things that you can do. Now, so I took my blankets out and I'm going to put this back up for a second because I just want to show you. These blankets I did share with you last Christmas. So they're about 40 by 40, might be a little bit bigger. So on this one, I put just little doily flowers, just little circles to give it a little design. But this is a granny square. This is one big granny square. And I put the ruffles on the side. I put as fringes. These are just kind of little ruffles. So, the way to do your ruffles like this, there's a couple of different ways. You can do chain like 5, 6, 7, and then just loop it and be consistent on how many chains you're skipping before you bring it back in. So you can do that. The closer you make them together, the more of a little ruffle you're going to get or fringe. And or you can pick a stitch, a larger stitch like a double crochet, and do 2 of them in a stitch, 2 right next to each other, and you'll see it kind of start gathering like a little wave as you go along because it's crowded. Doesn't have anywhere to go. But that's how you make your little ruffles. But I took this out and I took this one out, and this is also a granny square. It's one big, large granny square. And what I was thinking, of course, this is not Christmas colors. But I'm going to put this down. I had shared this on my YouTube channel with the tassel and everything, I believe, when I was making it. But I'm going to pick this red because this is not this kind of will work with different themes, let's put it that way. So look, you can put on something like this on your blanket with giving it a soft backing. You can take your yo-yos like this and spread them out. Now, this isn't the right theme, but I'm just showing you. You can spread them out. And I would want to spread them out. I would not want to overlap them. And of course, my base, my blanket, my crocheted blanket would definitely have the theme of Christmas. So, whether it's red or white or green or, it's not going to be this. I'm just using as to show you it's one big granny square. And, I think that's the way I would go. Now, this is one big granny square. However, this one, I used a smaller hook. The doesn't have as much spacing as that one. That was a very large hook and went very quickly. But this is lovely. So let's just take the green part of it here with the white. That gives us closest to a Christmas type of theme right around here, if we can stay away from the orange. So this is large. This is small. I'm just kind of sporadically putting them. Of course, we don't have lots of room. I do want to use this red because I think it's absolutely lovely. See, cover up that. That's pretty. I mean, if you look at that, that's very, very, very pretty. So, it's a little different, right? It's definitely different, but we can build the blooms. We can build blooms and make the flowers like that and just kind of put them around, put these around. I'm going to put this another red one here because I think it goes best. Yeah, I really, really like that. So anyway, kind of that's what I'm thinking. I haven't seen anybody do this, so I at least cannot find it. The closest I get to something like this is somebody making uh like a crocheted flower, something like what I made on here, and then, putting it on. So that's this is just a little bit different twist on it. And now the other thing that I'm thinking is to put my Christmas let me just get rid of the blanket here for a minute. I might do a small rendition of a Christmas blanket for that because I'm not sure how it all turns out. However, this is the other way that I'm thinking I'd like to simply do these is just the old-fashioned way of not having a backing, right? Just putting the yo-yos together with the tie knots and filling these in but there would be no backing. Okay, they would just be like this. They would just be attached and maybe 40 by 40 here. And even though you don't have a backing, it's perfectly fine if you want to overlap them and you want to play around like that with it. That's totally like you can do, because ultimately what you're doing is you're going to stitch them together. And you're going to use basically the same type of stitching that you would use if you were giving it a backing. So it's going to be secure. And I'm trying to get different ones here, but I have to make more. So we'll get there. But this is a lovely. So I might go with that. So if it has no backing, what can you use it as? You can still use it as a blanket. You can still use it as a table centerpiece. And yes, you can still hang it up on the wall or your door. So, but I think I'm going to go with that. Now, look, if you look at this right now, look at this. If we made a backing for this, just as we laid it out, and all we have is 8 large yo-yos. So again, the circles that I used before I cut them are 14 inches, and these are 8 before I sew them. So these are about 4 and these are about 7. But look how adorable that is. So this could be a Christmas centerpiece. So I'll probably make a few Christmas centerpieces too. But I'm going to continue making a lot of yo-yos. So, but I wanted to just share this with you because look, I mean, that's adorable. That's super cute. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with the granny squares. Anyway, with that, I thought I'd jump on here and share that. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll continue working on this. Over on TikTok, I'll be doing a little crocheting this afternoon. It will be a video that I drop, so it will be over there in like an hour or so. But and yes, I feel like I want to do more granny squares. And I will tell you, doing a granny square blanket, I think I'll do a granny square blanket for to donate to North Carolina. Yeah, because I have so much yarn and that goes so fast. And I'll do it with you. We'll do it impromptu. Probably do it this week and just jump on here when it's a really good couple of hours for me with you. So, with that, you have an absolutely beautiful day.